Picture a tire, the heavy rubber kind, that thud when it hits the ground. Now picture 2 million of them stacked on the ocean floor. That's where Florida put them in 1972. A Goodyear blimp floated over Fort Lauderdale and dropped a gold-painted tire into the water. The ceremonial launch of the Osborne Reef, over 100 private boats showed up, a volunteer navy. The USS Thrush, a Navy salvage ship, joined them, all of them helping sink tires into the Atlantic. The man behind it was Ray McAllister, an ocean engineering professor at Florida Atlantic University. The idea was simple: solve two problems at once. Get rid of scrap tires, create an artificial reef. Goodyear donated the tires. The Army Corps of Engineers approved. It didn't work. Not even close. The tires were bundled with nylon straps and steel clips. Within a decade, the hardware corroded and the bundles fell apart. 2 million individual tires, loose on the ocean floor. By 1974, 2 years in, a consultant report warned straps were breaking during deployment. Currents were scattering the tires. They kept dumping anyway. Loose tires aren't a reef, they're wrecking balls. During storms, they slammed into natural coral 70 feet away with tremendous force. Across an area the size of 31 soccer fields, they scoured the seafloor bare. Decades later, they've barely degraded, still have their original raised lettering and their white walls. Kenneth Banks put it simply: it's like a landfill down there. And Florida wasn't alone. Virginia tried the same thing. In 1998, Hurricane Bonnie ripped their tires loose. They drifted south, covering North Carolina beaches for years. As recently as 2023, 1,000 tires washed up on Holden Beach. New Jersey tried splitting tires in half and filling them with concrete. Pieces still broke loose. Indonesia and Malaysia launched enormous tire reef programs in the 1980s. Now they're seeing the same consequences at an even bigger scale. McAllister, the professor who started it, later told reporters, "It just didn't work that way. I look back now and see it was a bad idea." The first cleanup, in 2001, removed exactly 1,600 tires, at $17 each. At that rate, pulling up all 2 million would cost $34 million, and that's just for extraction. The military stepped in through a training program. Army, Navy, and Coast Guard divers treated tire removal as wartime salvage practice. They pulled tires by hand, stacking them onto barges. One diver described the sight: "You get down about 20 feet and it starts to come into sight. It's like the moon or something." Between 2007 and 2009, military crews pulled out about 72,000 tires. Then the military moved on. The cleanup stalled. By 2023, roughly 543,000 tires had been removed, but an estimated 484,000 more were still down there, just in the surveyed area. That doesn't count tires buried under sand or scattered beyond the boundary. The tires pulled in 2008 were trucked to a Georgia mill and burned as fuel. In 2023, Florida passed the Restoration of Osborne Reef Act. They put in $2.5 million to keep going. At current rates, complete removal might come by 2033. Some tires had been down there so long that coral was actually growing on them. They'd become semi-stable. Stony coral colonies had taken hold. Before crews could pull the tires up, they had to surgically relocate 747 coral colonies. The fix needs a fix. A company called 4 Oceans sells bracelets from Osborne Reef Tire Crumb, $29 each. Each bracelet funds 1 pound of trash removal. As of 2022, they'd recovered exactly 414 tires through the program. 414, out of 500,000. That gold-painted tire the Goodyear blimp dropped in 1972, it's still down there, probably still wearing its paint.